Gentlemen, attention, if you have lost a cell phone, we have a cell phone down here at the storage table. There is a $9 fee of $5. I am a school teacher in Southeast Oklahoma, so I need a little bit of money. That makes so well get a popcorn. If you have lost your cell phone, come on down and say hi to me.
Silo Rebel basketball is on the air. Rebel Red sponsors include C&D Cattle, First Texoma National Bank, Ford's Guide Service, Razor Blade Salon, Olivia's Jewelry, Texoma Ready Mix, Taco Casa, Roll-Offs, K&D Customs, Plumped Injectables and Beauty Box, Parker & Mitchell Heating and Cooling, Crossin' Arrows Hot Shot, First United, Rebel Nutrition, Hot Shots Coffee, S&L Collision Center, Red River Pet Resort, All Seasons Contracting, Triple Threat Baseball Club, Texoma Pit Stop, and Real Fishing Guide Service. Now here's the voice of the Rebels, Kevin Farr, and the best fifth grade commentator in the business, Asher Ludrick.
And good evening, live from Silo, Oklahoma, in the high school gymnasium here tonight. It's Silo Rebel basketball as the Rebels take on the Coalgate Wildcats here in this girls and boys contest here this evening. Homecoming 2024 as the homecoming queen and king have been crowned for this school year, as the queen was Avery Beecham and the king The king was Sean. As the ceremonies happened earlier before the start of tonight's game, so got that out of the way. And we're getting getting ready to start this one. Sean Weaver, the king, excuse me, as was looking down at my paper. I think we're going to have the national anthem here before the start of this evening's contest. Kevin Farr, along with my man Asher Ludwig on commentary and camera duty. First, Sean Weaver's going to do the prayer and then the national anthem. And now for the playing of our national. We're actually going to have singers tonight. Silo Choir Quartet. And the national anthem before this evening's contest. As we get set for the starting lineups, the Lady Rebels come in 11-8 on the season, coming off that win on Tuesday night. Knocked off Atoka 48-44, finally returned home, first home game of the second semester. It wasn't totally clean, but Lady Rebels prevailed to get back on the winning track, try to make it 2 in a row here against the Coalgate squad that's struggled this season. As the Lady Wildcats 2-13 on the year for Coach Natasha Haley. And here comes the starting lineup for the Lady Cats. JoJo Lambert in the starting lineup. Coalgate in the road purple uniforms with the gray trim. And they'll start Destiny Grant, a sophomore. Macy Delosier, she is a senior. And probably their top player out on the perimeter. Faith Grant also starts tonight, another senior. And finally, Aubrey Mannion, another senior. So 3 seniors in the starting lineup with a couple of sophomores for the Coalgate Lady Wildcats. And as the lights get ready to dim here, and the intro video plays for the Silo Lady Rebels. 11-8 for Coach Jake Job's squad. And as we talked about, coming off that win on Tuesday, try to get 2 in a row heading into the and next week, the final rankings week of the season. So the playoff seedings will be determined by where you stand going into next week. And at the moment, the Lady Rebels not ranked, but they hoping for a decent draw in the district and first part of the regional action. So the lights come back up, and the Lady Rebels starting lineup going to be the familiar lineup as Kinley Pierce gets the start, the 5'7" sophomore. Pierce, she has poured in a season high the last 2 outings, 16 points each game, including Tuesday night for Kinley. She was the leading scorer in that victory over Atoka, averaging 5.4 a game. Christina Tubby, the 5'8" freshman, averages 6.5 points and 4.8 rebounds. Riley Pierce, the team's leading scorer, 5'8" senior, averaging 7.2 a game. Michaela Clark, the 5'6" senior, averaging 6.7 points a contest. And Avery Beecham has really picked up the scoring as of late. She scored 6 on Tuesday after averaging in double figures during the cash-in tournament last week. Beecham, a 5'7" senior, averaging 5.4 points per game, and also tonight's homecoming queen. So we're just about set for the opening tip now as introductions have taken place. And Tubby's going to jump it up out there for Silo, going up against Aubrey Mannion for Coalgate. And the opening tip, loose in the Lady Rebel backcourt. It's picked up there by Beecham. Silo will have it offensively for the first possession of the game. They work it right side there to Clark. Now Pierce comes out to retrieve. Clark's going to try a 3 from the corner. It is off the mark, no good. Rebound cleared by Coalgate. So Silo 1 and done on the first possession with that missed 3. Lady Rebels are going to, it's like a zone to start off with. Pass goes inside to Mannion, kick out right wing. Back out front, coming to retrieve the basketball is their leading scorer, Delosier. Bounces it inside on the skip pass. Turn, shoot is no good. That time by Mannion, and an offensive rebound goes to Coalgate. Beecham's going to be called for the foul. So that's an area that's kind of hurt the Lady Rebels, those offensive boards, as a driving shot off the inbound is no good, but another offensive rebound. Kicks out, 3 on the way, and it is off the mark. Loose ball that time. Ends up in the hands of Beecham after 2 missed threes. Outlet pass down. Clark in front of everybody, and the defense gets back to knock it away and out of bounds. Possession's going to stay with Silo on the baseline. A minute gone here as the inbounds pass goes. Michaela Clark, 3. It's a little bit short from the right wing, and a bump on the rebounds going on Christina Tubby. And still no score thus far, Asher.
Well, both teams are kind of starting this a little bit cold, so they got to.
Now see if they can heat up. Here's the steal in the backcourt. Driving in, Pierce shot is blocked, but right there, Michaela Clark cleans up the offensive rebound and scores the first points tonight.
She probably wants to pay on that try, and she does. And it looks like the Rebels are doing a little bit better with the ball now, but
well, they forced a couple of turnovers in succession right there with their full court pressure. Silo's got it now. Kinley Pierce, right wing. She's been hot as of late. Back-to-back 16-point efforts. Pierce dribbles to the left side. Kicks back out to her sister Riley. Riley off. Clark. Now they swing it to the left. Kinley's going to drive in the paint. Had it deflected away for a second. Gives it to Beecham. She's triple teamed. Toss back out to Clark. Now fires across. Here's a 3 on the way by Tubby is good.
Bangering.
They left Costina alone, and she drills it from the right wing. It's 5-0. Silo out to the early lead. We got a whistle and a travel on Coalgate. Third Lady Cat turnover. And Silo's got it back.
Well, it looks like the game was a little bit gross in the first of the scoring, but it looks like the Rebels have built their way up of getting the ball in their hands.
Well, we'll see how they can make a little run here to start. They score the first 5 points. Here's Clark for three from the corner. It's good.
Bangarang.
Back-to-back Silo three-pointers coming from Tubby and Clark, and the Lady Rebels pick up at the full court press, leading 8-0. Here's another Coalgate turnover in the backcourt, and I think the Lady Wildcats are going to take a timeout. That's already 4 Coalgate turnovers that have been forced, and the Lady Cats take that 30-second timeout. Well, thus far, Michaela Clark off to a fast start. 2 for 2, or actually 2 for 3 from the field. As a 2-point basket and a 3. .5:19 to go here in the opening quarter. Going to have a special guest at halftime. Silo Superintendent Kate McDonald will be with us to discuss the upcoming Silo bond. So the Lady Rebels will have it out of the timeout. Riley has it out front. Pass off Kinley, right wing. Back to Beecham. They swing it left side. Tubby tries to back her way in. Toss back out. Kinley down to the baseline. Riley's going to drive in. Missed the shot. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Coalgate. Possession stays into the white-clad Lady Rebels. Inbounds, Kinley Pierce left all alone, and she'll hit it for 3.
Bangarang. Well, it looks like the Lady Rebels are starting a little run here and been knocking down some threes.
Here's a steal by Pierce in the backcourt. Feed underneath. Clark's lay-in is good. There's 5 in a row, and Silo's lead has ballooned to 13. Fouls called on Michaela Clark in the backcourt. It's been all Lady Rebels thus far. And that ball deflects off the hands of Coalgate. Going to be another Wildcat turnover.
Well,
Beecham inbounds. Here's Tubby underneath. Lost it for a second. Now Kinley gets it. She'll drive in. Had it knocked away and stolen. Go ahead, Asher.
Well, it looks like Coalgate's just had a little bit of trouble with the ball and not finding a way to get pure down half court. And Coalgate, I mean, they're a little bit struggling on the season, but mostly they got to keep it up with them if they want to, like, tack on with the Lady Rebels right now.
Yeah, kind of butterfingers here to start this game are the Lady Cats as they work it inside, off the glass and in. And that's the first points of the night for Coalgate. Aubrey Mannion gets the bucket in the paint. Ends the 13-0 Silo run to start the game. And we played half of this first quarter. Tubby hands it off there to Kinley. Kinley drive just inside the paint, toss back out. Tubby back to Kinley. Now Kinley around a defender. Lane toward the basket, throws a shot up and is fouled. Couldn't get the finish, but she's going to the free throw line. And this is an area the Lady Rebels have struggled on the season, but they shot it extremely well from the free throw line on Tuesday, and she'll hit the first. Maybe they have found their free throw shooting touch getting back home here. Harley Gardner checks in the game along with Cash Atwood. Free throw's no good. We got a lane violation and going to wave that off. 1 out of 2 for Kinley Pierce. Silo's lead is 14-2. Back down with it. Here's a shot missed. There we go. There we go. Be careful with that cord. And the three is no good by Kinley. Coalgate's got it back. Here come the Lady Cats. Get that video signal straightened out. As the pass goes inside, shot off the glass, no good. And going to be an over the back on the rebound. As that time, Hartley Gardner had inside positioning. Foul is charged to Coalgate's Riley Blue. Senior post picks up her first foul coming off the bench. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Kinley drives inside, spins in the paint, goes up with a shot. It's no good. Off the back iron, a little bit hard. Coalgate pulls down the rebound. Lady Cats into the front court. Toss back out. Here's a drive on the right side. Backing her way in is Destiny Grant. And we got a whistle on the fouls going on Silo. I think that's on Gardner. That's on Gardner. Harley picks up her first personal foul. And it's going to be Coalgate free throws. First of the game, and it's up and good. Christina Tubby back in. Also Michaela Clark back in for Silo. Grant makes the first of two for Coalgate. And that one is no good. Rebound knocked out of the hands of Gardner and was headed out of bounds. Tubby saves it, but right into the hands. That's not what you want. JoJo Lambert underneath, tossed it right to her, and she puts it up and in for the bucket. Nice hustle to keep it from going out of bounds, but you don't want to toss that right into the opponent's hands. Tubby dribbles toward the top of the key, gives off there to Clark. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Lady Rebels lead is 9. Atwood, right side, swing it around. Left three is on the way. It's no good from Beecham in the corner. Rebound Coalgate, triple team there. Getting it out of trouble for the Lady Wildcats. Down with it is Blue inside, and there's a travel call. Actually, that was Destiny Grant, excuse me. A lot of contact on the other end. And no foul call. Silo's got it back. Beecham, toss back out Tubby. Backdoor cut, feeds Atwood heading to the basket, and she puts it up and in. Cash Atwood's first points today. She's averaging 4.1 off the bench. Coalgate across the midcourt line. Toss inside, that one's stolen by Atwood. And a whistle. As it was knocked out of bounds. It's the first Coalgate turnover in a while. Lady Rebels back to a double-digit lead. They've led by as many as 13. Toss on the left side. That one's knocked out of bounds. As getting a hand on it was Destiny Grant. 57 seconds left here in the quarter. Clark, step back. She's going to take the three and hit it.
Bangarang.
Michaela's feeling it tonight. 10 points already. 10 of the 19 from the senior, Michaela Clark. Silo's lead has ballooned to 14. Toss goes inside. Now cut off on the back down by Mannion. Gives it there to Grant. Well, swing it to baseline. Back inside. Mannion goes up, and she'll score off the glass. Mannion with a couple of buckets. Silo down with it. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Quick three up by Clark is no good. She left that one a little bit short. Rebound ends up in the hands of Coalgate. 3, 2, 1, and from half court it's going to be no good. And that's 1 quarter in the books. Silo with a nice opening stanza, 19-7 the lead. As the Lady Rebels put together 19 points. Leading the charge was Michaela Clark's 10. Christina Tubby with 3. Kinley Pierce has a 3 and also a free throw. So 4 points for Kinley Pierce. And then Cash Atwood has added a pair. So it's going to be Coalgate basketball to begin the second quarter. The Rebels have done a pretty solid job defensively thus far tonight, Asher.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Lady Rebels have been just shooting the 3 pretty well, but missed a couple of times, but all of them kind of went off short, a bit too long. But hopefully the Lady Rebels can keep this up and they can try to go for another win and hopefully make it 2.
They're Coach Jake Jobe's squad has really thrived off its defense here in the last several weeks. And that's kind of once again the case tonight. And I'm sure if you'd have told him you're only going to allow 7 points in the first quarter, he would have been all over that. So it's going to be Coalgate basketball on the arrow to begin the second stanza. Toss goes inside, and it's deflected away and out of bounds. Inbounding on the baseline is Coalgate. And that time, Delosier triggers it in, and losing the basketball on the drive was Faith Grant. But they're going to say it was the last touched by a Lady Rebel. Inbounds pass goes underneath, and reaching in to knock it away is Beecham. Gets it ahead there to Tubby. Lady Rebels will pull it back out and reset the offense. Riley Pierce at the point. Backs her way into the elbow. Gives to Kinley. Back to Tubby. Tubby spins inside, goes up, and it was knocked out of her hands the last second there. Beecham triggers it in, and Tubby scores off the glass with a foul. So they ran Tubby off a screen down the left side of the lane, and Castina gets the bucket. First Silo point of this second quarter. Chance at a conventional three-point play, and she got it. Here's a steal by Beecham, and she'll score. So Beecham with the steal and the lay-in. So Silo has continued to tack on to this lead. 24-7 now, up by 17. Just a minute gone here in the quarter. Beecham dribbles, and that one's deflected, stolen. Taking it all the way down is Mannion, and Pierce is going to get back and steal it right back. And there's the whistle.
It's kind of been back and forth like steals right now. I mean, well, it looks like Silo stole the ball and Coalgate stole the ball a couple of times, so it's kind of just been back and forth, and they could try to end it, but it's just been kind of sloppy on the offense when they hold the ball.
Yeah, and Lady Wildcats have totally switched up players and defenses here, as there's a driving shot missed by Tubby off the glass. Rebound into the hands of Coalgate. Lady Cats work it inside. Down with it is Tubby. Drives in, contact, and a foul is whistled on Coalgate. So 2 free throws coming up for Christina Tubby, the freshman at the free throw line. First one is up and good by Tubby. So Christina, one more to come. We got a lane violation. Coalgate stepped in early and it's going to give Tubby a reprieve now. Going to get that shot once again. Dribbles, shoots, and scores. Made them both. I got credit for them both there, and it's 26-7 lead. Coalgate breaks the pressure. Now that one's nearly stolen, but saved. Down with it. Drive, baseline. Got Pierce all over. Kicks back out. Dribbling out front. Now they go right side. Here's a drive all the way to the basket. Missed the shot. Rebound tapped out after the miss by Gabby Hamlin. Down quickly. 3 on the way is no good. So couldn't get that last 3 to fall. And inbound. Tubby, 3 on the way is no good. Missed that 3. And Coalgate's got it back. 26-7, still the Silo lead. 5:12 to go here in the first half. Oh, there's a near turnover. As Tubby almost had a steal, but was headed out of bounds. Had to throw it back in. Here's a 3 by Coalgate. It's no good. Off the mark, and the rebound is out of bounds. That an air ball from the right wing. Off the mark by Candace Batiste. And Silo's got it back. 5 minutes left here in the first half, Asher.
Well, it's kind of felt quick, but the Rebels have shot it kind of cold, but made some progress into this.
Here's a shot inside, and Riley Pierce got it to fall. That's Riley's first points tonight. The team leading scorer. And turnover Coalgate. I think that's the first, maybe the second Coalgate turnover of this quarter. Here comes a whole line change for the Lady Cats. 5 new players in as we near the midway point of this second quarter. It's going to be Silo basketball.
Well, it looks like the Lady Rebels are kind of already falling away with this one right now.
Now starting to pull away, 28-7. It's a 3-touchdown advantage. And there's a pass to Pierce at the free throw line. Now to Atwood, who just came back in. Now J.C. Webb has checked in the game. She drives to the left side, kicks off. Riley's free 3 is no good. Rebound to Coalgate. Here come the Lady Cats with it. 21-point lead. Toss inside, and that's an errant pass stolen there by Riley Pierce. Outlet to Atwood. Drives inside. Shot is blocked. Rebound comes off to Coalgate. JoJo Lambert has it in the backcourt. Going to feed it to DeLozier. DeLozier wearing that big knee brace. Going to dribble it down right side. Work it in, and the shot no good, but whistle on a foul, and it's going to be more free throws for Coalgate here. Atwood charged with her first personal. And it's going to be a couple at the line. First one is no good. That would look like a line drive on that free throw shot. Not much arch on it. And another line drive, but just got it over the rim. Aubrey Mannion hits 1 out of 2. That's the first Coalgate point of this second quarter. We've played 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of cold, but trying to play the defense a little better.
Well, Pierce lost it inside. That's a silo turnover that time. Turnovers have been rare tonight for the Lady Rebels. Work it inside, turning and shooting. It was no good, but a whistle and a foul. And this one's going on J.C. Webb. And back to the free throw line, Aubrey Mannion. 2 more coming up. And Mannion, the senior, hits the line shot free throw. 6 so far. So subs back in. Kenley Pierce, Christina Tubby, Michaela Clark all back in the game. And that one's good as well.
Well, it gets like Coalgate gets the 10-point double-digit finally.
Now 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Points have been tough to come by for the Lady Cats. Here's Silo. Tubby thought about the 3, pass it up, kicks back out. Kenley dribbles on the right wing. Back to Tubby. Christina spins at the free throw line. Gives to Kenley. Drive down the heart of the lane. A runner rims off, no good. Outlet pass down. Coming the other way for Coalgate. They get it inside. Shot is no good. Rebound to Michaela Clark. Silo's got it back. Down quickly. Pierce down the baseline. Riley pulls up with a shot and gets it to roll in. Well, there's a couple of Riley Pierce buckets. She's been pretty quiet tonight. The lead back to 20 at 30-10. So Lambert dribbles out front. Toss goes inside Mannion. She spins, shoots, and scores. Going to her right that time. Mannion almost one-handed tosses that one in. Coming the other way, Tubby's got it. Oh, looking for Clark, and she started to go back door. Clark was saying she thought it was tipped by Coalgate, but to no avail. Goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Lady Wildcats here. Under 2 minutes to go. First half. Down with it. The pass goes inside Mannion. Toss over to the right, and that ball's kicked. Trying to find Lambert over there on the far side of the court. They'll inbound there to Lambert. Minute and a half to go. 90 seconds remaining first half. Toss left side. Here's a 3 on the way. Nice double screen by Coalgate, but that time Delosier could not get it to fall. Silo comes away with the rebound. Tubby dribbles it up. Off. Riley Pierce attacks down the baseline, throws one up, no good, gets her own rebound, can't get the follow, and Beecham inside for that rebound, and a foul's called. Well, Silo's doing a pretty good job on the boards thus far, especially on the offensive end. Here's Riley Pierce out front. Gives it there to Tubby and lost the dribble for a second. Now looking for help. Under a minute to go. Driving, Beecham to the free throw line, bumped and fouled, and that'll be team foul number 5. Avery Beecham to shoot 2 free throws. Mannion picked up the foul. So Avery Beecham to the line. 56 seconds to go before halftime. First one falls. Avery's first point tonight. Cash Atwood, Harley Gardner back in for Silo. That one is up. That too long on the back iron, but ends up in the hands of Riley Pierce. Just as we talked about it, the Lady Rebels doing a nice job on the offensive glass here this evening. Kinley, toss, Beecham inside. Toss back out. There's a three by Atwood. It's no good. Misfired that time. Rebound in the hands of the Lady Cats. Coalgate may want to play for the final shot if they can hold on to it, but they can't. Atwood steals it. Atwood's headed to the other end. Now she lost the handle. It's loose on the court. It's a rugby scrum for the basketball, and they're going to call a travel on Coalgate, I do believe. So that'll should give Silo possession with 18.4 to go. Michaela Clark back in. Beecham. Oh, feeds Atwood right underneath the basket. Couldn't get the bump in. Rebound off to Coalgate. 10 seconds to go. Lady Cats down with it. Feed it inside. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebound loose and saved by Coalgate. Another offensive board, but they can't make anything happen with the second possession. So after 2 quarters of play, it's Silo with a solid 19-point first half lead, 31-12 here at halftime. And let's see, Asher, we're going to be joined by Superintendent Kate Atwood here. And I'll talk Bond as 10 first quarter points for Michaela Clark leads the way for the Lady Rebels. 8 for Custina Tubby in the contest. And then 4 each for Kenley Pierce and Riley Pierce in half number 1. So it's halftime here, 31-12, the lead. And as mentioned, joined by Silo Superintendent Kate McDonald. And about, 2.5 weeks out from the big important day.
That's right.
For Silo.
2 weeks from next Tuesday, February 13th. We need to make sure we have everyone show up and vote.
Now the bond coming up 2 weeks from Tuesday, and pretty important with the enrollment numbers skyrocketing the way they have been.
Oh, absolutely. I just drove through our district today, and there's new additions going up everywhere, and more land is being cleared. We just have a huge housing boom right now in our district, and that's due to the jobs and industries that are coming into Bryan County, especially right here in the Durant area.
Yeah, I drive a bus route, and I was counting the other morning. I think there's like 18 new houses in the process of being built right on that bus route alone. Just 1 out of 9 routes. I mean, that's just
right.
Kind of like
and it's the same on my bus route, except I would probably say I'm 3 or 4 times of 18 that are on my area. And they're just every day I'm getting someone new on where we have someone moving into one of these houses, and you can ask them, what brings them to town, and they may be from Bing, they may be from Dallas, and it's the jobs, Choctaw Nation, the steel mill. There's just all kinds of opportunities here.
And, pretty much, Silo is one of the fastest growing school districts in the entire state of Oklahoma right now.
Yeah, we're in the top 10 in growth in the state. And, this area, outside of the metropolitan areas of Tulsa and Oklahoma City, it's the fastest growing part of Oklahoma. And our enrollment is showing that. Just since we opened up our early childhood in 2019-2020 school year, we went from, I believe it's a 25% increase on our enrollment. Just right there. We had 989 students the first day we opened that, and then January 3rd, we had 1,224 students come back after Christmas.
And I know I was talking to somebody. He said, according to the ADM numbers, in the high school, right around like 280 students at the moment. But really, this is looking more toward the future, because right now, your 2 smallest classes in the whole entire system are in the senior and junior classes, which will be gone in 2 years, and then the numbers are only going to just blow up from there.
Oh, that's exactly right. We have classes of 80 is our low number and throughout the grades once you get past that junior class. And then like our fourth graders, we're at like 112. Same way in our junior high, we've got 90. So it's nothing but growing. 2 years ago in 22, we graduated 32 kids. And we replaced it with 80 freshmen. So, I mean, that's just kind of the way it is there's no stopping it. As far as you look down, that's what is happening all the way down to pre-K.
And I know some people, they've told me, well, they just need to quit taking transfers. Well, I mean, those numbers aren't coming from transfers. It's people that move into the district. And, I mean, it's not like you can't take those kids that move into the district. I mean, they're just automatically added to you.
That's exactly right. And, people that are talking about transfers, they would probably be shocked at the amount of transfers that we have. Our majority of our transfers are our staff members' children. Now, could that have been said 10 years ago? No. But it has been like that for the last 5 or 6 years. We've had to stop taking the transfers because we do not have room for those students. We have to accommodate those in our district. So I would love, they're more than welcome to come up here and we can discuss our transfer numbers, down to the exact number. But we do not have transfers taking up this space. It is the people moving into the district.
Yeah, and just as we said, it's just blowing up right and left with houses being built all over the place. It's so the bond, I guess just go over exactly what's going to be covered on the bond that's going to be voted on.
Well, the bond is a $35 million bond. It'll have a new high school, which will have 3 safe classrooms in it. Our cafeteria will be inside the high school. The commons will serve as a dining area. And since we don't have a safe room, like a multi-purpose building like our early childhood does, we have 3 classrooms that'll be designated as safe rooms, and they will have the FEMA regulation walls. They'll have the FEMA doors, so they'll be able to house our students in case we do have a weather or any kind of safety emergency. They could all go into those 3 classrooms and fit in, and we can lock it down and be safe from any kind of weather. We'll also have lagoon work that we'll have to do. We're on a lagoon system here. We don't have a city sewer system. We don't have all of our buildings on a septic, so we'll have to add to our lagoons, and that means add additional cells, get everything up to DEQ regulations, have the engineering to go along with that. So it's a pretty big project. We're at the point where we're going to have to do lagoon work anyway because of our growth, the amount of students that we have and the amount of water usage that we have in relation to our cell capacity.
And you were talking about those safe rooms, and that kind of benefits the community as well because during non-school hours and the safe room usually open the current safe room in the music room and up at the school, and they're really kind of limited in space if that many members of the community come up try to get in that safe room.
That's exactly right. We do open those up for any kind of weather emergency. We are our community shelter. We've opened up our school basically because we don't have a community shelter. So the school provides that for our community here at Silo. And like you're saying, with our capacity in our community, the need to go and open up other safe areas is a real situation we're going to be running into here in the near future, where we're going to fill up that one on our community on off school hours. Now during the school hour, we'll fill up all 3 of our safe rooms with our students, but we've never turned down anyone in the community that shows up in those kind of instances as well.
And the thing is, the cost is not going down on the building supplies. This is basically the same cost as what the bond was before, but less. You're getting kind of less for what the cost is, just because the cost of everything, supplies and production, has all gone up.
That's right. Our bond that failed a couple years ago, we had pricing that was a lot lower. It was before the hike in materials and the hike in interest rates. But now this is a new norm for us, so we can't afford to wait any longer. Now the tax increase is going to be 11%, which is less than our previous bond that we attempted to run. And the tax rate is lower due to the amount of people that we have within our community, the property owners. So that just spreads that tax burden out a little bit further, a little bit thinner. So all the property owners will not be responsible for near as much as that tax increase. So that's very manageable. And for a school our size, we need to increase our millage because of where we need to be. Bonds are the only way you can build anything significant in a school. So you have to have your community support that. And for us, you have to have 60% of the vote. That's just the state regulations for us to be able to pass that. So we need to make sure every registered voter in our district shows up to vote. We can't be complacent thinking that it's okay if I don't go to vote because somebody else will and it's going to pass, it'll be good. That's not the case. You have to show up and please cast your vote because these kids need you. Our community needs this.
Yeah, need as many voters as possible, and that's coming up February the 13th, just about 2 weeks from this coming Tuesday, and important time for the Silo School District. Need to get out and vote then for that Silo bond, and hopefully a new high school coming up here in a few years.
Absolutely, and let's get that cafeteria in there. Let's get
Yeah,
these
the
kids
cafeteria
from eating lunch
too.
at 2:10.
Yeah.
We want to help these guys out. Just everyone come to your precincts. Show up on February 13th. We appreciate it.
All right. That's Kate Atwood, Silo Superintendent, here at halftime as we get ready to start the second half here on Homecoming 2024 as the Lady Rebels with a 31-12 lead at halftime. And we'll check that Silo lineup here in just a second, as it's going to be Coalgate basketball to begin the second half. As it looks like the original starting five all out there for the Lady Rebels. Kinley Pierce, Justina Tubby, Riley Pierce, Michaela Clark, and Avery Beecham on the court. Here's a three on the way for Coalgate, is up and good. That's the first Coalgate three tonight. As it was Destiny Grant. That's her first field goal of the game. She had a free throw back in the first quarter. So underway here in the second half with the Coalgate three to get the scoring started. Three to answer is good by Beecham.
Bangarang.
So Avery had a couple of those on Tuesday night. She has really started to heat up offensively from outside. Here in the last couple weeks, shooting the three right at about a 50% clip, as there's a shot from the baseline up and good. Faith Grant with that bucket. That's her first points tonight. So Coalgate answers on the other end. So both teams have come out kind of starting to heat up here, looks like, in the second half, Asher.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like both teams are just lighting it up, and hopefully the Rebels can try to make another shot just to continue their hot streak right now.
I'll see if they can keep it rolling. Here's Tubby left open. She's going to try a three and hit it from the left wing.
Bangarang.
Well, just as you called it, Lady Rebels keep it going. Back-to-back three-pointers. And Silo now leading back by 20 at 37-17, answering the Coalgate run. See if they can get a defensive stop here. Neither team has failed to score on a possession here in the second half as of yet. There's a turnaround shot. It's no good. That went off the mark by Riley Blue. Silo's got it down quickly. Clark's going to try a three from the right wing and hit it.
Bangarang.
That's three in a row from downtown, and the Lady Rebels' largest lead of the game at 40-17, and driving bucket to answer Destiny Grant with her second bucket of the second half. Lady Rebels back down with it, going right to left here in this final half as a drive by Kinley Pierce. They call the foul on the shot. So Kinley Pierce at the line shooting a couple free throws. She was 1 for 2 in that opening half. Makes the first here. JoJo Lambert back in. And that one is good as well. Kinley makes them both. And we got a whistle, and jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Rebels here. .5:16 to go. Three by Kinley is good.
Bangarang.
The fourth three-pointer of this third quarter. They are sizzling from outside, Asher.
Looks like the Rebels are not really like shooting the ball and like not driving to the basket, but outside and the three-point from downtown, they've been going pretty hot at it.
Now Faith Grant answers with the 2 for Coalgate. Lady Wildcats are getting the buckets as well, but trading 3s for 2s at the moment. The lead is 24. Here's a shot up and good. This one from Riley Pierce. They're scorching. I don't think they missed here in the second half, have they, Asher? I
don't think they have.
5 for 5 from the field, and we got a turnover and a timeout. Coalgate takes the timeout here. Silo has exploded to a 26-point lead here in the third period, leading 47-21 on Coalgate. And thus far, let's see, leading the way scoring-wise has been Kinley Pierce. She's got 9. Oh, actually, Michaela Clark with 13. And Kinley Pierce has added 9. And let's see, well, Tubby Christina is also in double digits now. She's got 11. So 13 for Clark, 11 for Tubby, and 9 for Kinley Pierce. To go along with Riley Pierce's 6 points and 5 for Avery Beecham. So been pretty balanced offensively for the Lady Rebels. And I believe they'll have the basketball out of this timeout. (47-21). And it looks like Coalgate's going to pick up with some full court pressure. But Beecham will break that on the dribble. It's a man-to-man all over the court. Beecham around a defender, and she got a screen and takes it inside and gets fouled on the way to the basket. Avery's going back to the free throw line.
Well, hopefully the Lady Rebels can even increase their streak even higher.
First one's up, and it's good at the line. And it's another good night from the free throw line. 4:17 to go, and the next one is no good. I may have jinxed her. Talked about how good it was shooting free throws tonight. And we got a whistle, and it's going to be a travel on Coalgate. The Wildcats turn it over. And here comes 5 new players in for the Lady Wildcats. And for Silo, Cash Atwood and Harley Gardner have also checked in with that dead ball. Coalgate comes out in a zone defense now, 2-3 zone. It looks like Atwood's going to pull the trigger for 3 on the right wing and miss that one. I think that may be the first field goal miss of this second half. Lady Rebels had hit their first 5 shots since halftime. Driving and an offensive foul as Pierce takes the charge. That's Gabby Hamlin that commits the foul, offensive foul on the turnover. So Rainey Matheny checks into the contest, the 5'3" junior for the first time tonight. Pierce is going to get a breather. Kinley. Beecham down with it. Here's Atwood, right wing. Toss it across. Matheny's open and eyed the 3 for a second, passed it up. Now they kick it down. Corner 3 on the way, and that one may have been partially blocked. Rebound off the hands of Coalgate and out of bounds. It'll be Silo basketball still off that miss. Beecham tosses in. Atwood from the right corner, and it's good.
Bangarang.
Atwood for 3. Cash with 5 in the game. And the Lady Rebels continue their torrid pace. The lead is 30. Coalgate trying to answer with the 3. Missed that one. There's an offensive rebound. Back up inside, and getting the roll that time was Candace Batiste. Batiste scores her first points tonight. Coming back the other way for Silo. They've got it in the front court. Beecham dribbles to the right side, kicks down. There's a 3 by Gardner. Harley just short on that one. And they're going to say it's Coalgate basketball off of the Lady Rebels and out of bounds. Been all Silo from the start. They scored the first 13 points in this one. Dribbling on the right side. It's knocked out of bounds by Beecham. Ball's going to stay in possession of Coalgate. Michaela Clark back in for Silo. Here's the inbounds. There's a wild 3 off the mark. That one from Gabby Hamlin. And Silo gets the basketball. Down with it. Atwood, head fake, drives in, pulls up. Shot is no good from just outside the paint. Rebound off to Blue for Coalgate. Lady Cats have it back. Riley Blue with the defensive board. Dribbling out front. There's an errant pass and goes out of bounds. Coalgate turns it over. 1:51 to go here, third quarter. Here comes Christina Tubby back in.
She made a nice 3.
Riley Pierce is going to get a breather. Here's Clark again for 3, and good.
Bangarang.
Michaela, 4th 3 of the night for Michaela Clark. She continues to sizzle. Here's the shot inside. No good. Blue has the rebound. Big height advantage now for Coalgate. Missed that one. Harley Gardner gets the rebound. 2 Lady Cats went to the floor. Sato's got numbers. Matheny fakes the 3. She's going to drive in. Contact. Missed the shot, however. And the rebound ends up in the hands of Coalgate. Missed the shot underneath the basket. Just over a minute to go. Here's a steal by Tubby. Tubby out, leading a 3-on-2 break. Kick out, left wing, 3 on the way is good by Matheny.
Bangarang.
So another 3 for the Lady Rebels. They have just lit it up here in the third quarter alone. 7 3-pointers in this period. Maybe the best offensive quarter of the entire season as Coalgate missed the shot. Silo's got it back. The lead has ballooned to 34 with 42 seconds remaining. 7 third quarter threes for the Lady Rebels. They just come out scorching in the second half. Atwood dribbles all the way in, kicks out. Here's Clark for another, and that one rims out. Rebound ends up in the hands of Tubby, who's tied up in the lane. The tie-up and the possession arrow goes to Coalgate. 16 seconds remaining, third quarter. Lady Rebels are Lady Wildcats are gonna slowly work it into the front court on the dribble. Here's a 3 on the way. No good from the right wing. Goes out of bounds with 4 seconds to go. If Silo can push it up and get one final shot.
Well, that 1 second you really can't count, though.
Here's the inbounds. Atwood ahead to Clark. They come out to defend. Michaela tries to throw a wild one up, and that one almost goes in as she was falling out of bounds. Shot it from over her head, and it's off the mark. 57-23. Silo's lead after 3 quarters. A 26-point third quarter. I would be safe to say that is their best offensive frame of the entire season. 26 points, including 7 3-pointers. Clark hit 2 of them, and then Kenley Pierce, Christina Tubby, Avery Beecham, Cash Atwood, and Rainey Matheny all added 1 apiece. As we get ready to go to the fourth quarter, let's see. Slato's going to send out. It's going to be Atwood, Kenley Pierce, Tubby, Harley Gardner, and Rainey Matheny on the court for the Lady Rebels for this final 8 minutes to start with. Tubby fakes the shot on the right side. Now tosses it across the defense. Atwood's got it. Bounces. Toss right. Matheny dribbles to the middle. Now Tubby with it. Atwood fires a pass down to the baseline. Kenley trying to drive. Bumps into a defender, and there's a blocking foul called on Coalgate. Second personal foul on Grant. That's the first team foul of this quarter. Kenley inbounds to Matheny in the right corner. Came out to defend there. Now Tubby's got it. Dribbles back toward the top. Now nearly stolen. The ball is knocked out of her hands. Got to call a tie possession, and the arrow is going to the Lady Cats. First of 2 tonight here on SilentRebels.tv. Homecoming 2024. Boys game to follow. Coalgate working against the zone here. Delosier's pass, and that one's stolen. Kenley's got it. Pearson in the front court. Tubby, left wing, 3 on the way by Atwood. That one rims off, no good. Tubby skies in for the big offensive board. Atwood fires it across. Matheny's going to try the 3 from the right wing. That one is a little bit short. Rebound ends up in the hands of Coalgate. Lady Cats trying to work it inside. Ball's deflected, but saved there. Now they get it in. Mannion turns, shoots, misses. Rebound off to Gardner. Harley directs traffic. They work it ahead. Matheny left wing. Now out front. Kenley's going to drive. And pass off right side. And it's stolen by Delosier. Down with it. Delosier's going to try a 3, and that one is no good. Kenley with the rebound. Now Tubby to Atwood, driving all the way in. Cash saw a lane to the basket. One of the Lady Cats reached in and pushed her before she could get there. That foul on Gabby Hamlin. Olivia Clark checks in, the 5'7" sophomore, for the first time tonight. Inbounds goes to Gardner. Hands it to Matheny. Now back out Tubby. Now Matheny going to drive inside around the defender and going to get a layup. Gets the layup there. First points of this fourth quarter for Silo. We've played just over 2 minutes. Back down, Mannion. Dribbles around Tubby and misses the shot. Christina pulls down the rebound. Silo back down with it. Tubby fires it across. Matheny left open 3 on the way. That one's no good. Goes out of bounds. J.C. Webb back in the game. She saw some action in the first half, the 5'6" freshman. So a new 5 for Coalgate. So on the floor for Silo, it's going to be Atwood, Gardner, Clark, Matheny, and Webb. 5 minutes to play. Fourth quarter. Toss down to the baseline. Driving all the way Reverse layup is no good. Gardner clears the rebound. Harley's outlet pass down to Atwood. Back to Harley. Gardner nearly traveled, but saves it to Webb. Now Matheny trying to three from the corner. It's no good. Rebound long, ends up in the hands of Gardner. Atwood's three now from the top of the key is no good. And a whistle and a foul on Coalgate on the rebound. Macy DeLosier guilty of that one. That's the third team foul in this quarter. Webb starts to drive in, now kicks back out. Matheny's going to throw up a runner and just outside the lane scores. 7 points there in the contest. For her coming off the bench. Here's a drive and a whistle and a foul inside. They're going to get this one on J.C. Webb. Now Webb picks up her second personal. Free throw is up and good. DeLosier makes it. Next one on the way, and it's good as well. DeLosier hits two at the line. First points tonight for Macy DeLosier. 61-25. Driving, Atwood all the way down the side of the lane, and she'll put it off the glass and in. Cash with 7. And Seidel continues to stay hot. Coalgate works it inside. Mannion turns and shoots. Or excuse me, that's Grant. Grant with the bucket. Lady Rebels get it. Baseline runner by Matheny's no good. Offensive rebound. Webb can't get it to fall underneath. Down with it, Coalgate in transition. The Lady Wildcats score. Grant with the bucket. Clark drives all the way in, had it knocked away, and it's stolen. Coalgate headed back the other way with 3:12 to go. Grant to the baseline, lost it out of bounds.
Well, it looks like the Lady Rebels are looking for their 12th win.
Well, look well on the way to that here tonight. Well, the ball lost out of bounds. But I'm going to say it's last touched by Coalgate. So Abby Cordell checks in. Brooklyn Redwine is in. Here's a three from Matheny off the inbounds. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Cordell inside. Can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound and a whistle, and they're going to call the foul on Olivia Clark. So Olivia picks up the foul. Coalgate's got it back. Down on the baseline, picking up the dribble, and the Lady Wildcats are going to get a timeout. Well, they were trapped down in the corner. So Coalgate gets the timeout to keep the possession. Coalgate's going to inbound out of the timeout. Same unit out there for the Lady Rebels. Nearly stolen by Redwine. Dribbling out on the right wing. Now they picked up the dribble, having trouble. 5-second count should be on. Nearly had it. The ball was knocked out of bounds. It's going to be off of Coalgate. Silo gets it back. Lady Rebels 3 on the way by Redwine. That one's no good from the left wing. Rebound saved by Cordell. Now Webb's going to drive in. Off the glass, and she'll throw one in. J.C. Webb has her first points tonight. 1:48 to go. Silo continues to tack on. Here's a drive inside, and they lost it out of bounds. Gianna Landis has checked in the game, the freshman. And it looks like we're going to have a turnover on Coalgate. Lady Cats turn it over there. 1:17 to go. Silo's got it back. Cornell inside, trying to toss it back out, and that one. A foul call. Lady Rebels with their highest scoring total of the season. Cadence Norsworthy has checked in. Their previous high scoring mark of the year had been 60 points against Seminole and Perry. So the Lady Rebels got a season high 65 tonight. Gracie Haley in the game for Coalgate. That block shot partially deflected. And there's going to be a turnover called on travel on the Lady Cats. 51 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Silo playing out the string. Clark going to inbound it to Redwine in the backcourt. Clark gets it back. Olivia dribbles into the offensive end. Toss into the corner. Norsworthy's going to try a three. It's no good. Rebound ends up in the hands of Olandis. Gives it to Cordell. Abby turns, looks to the basket, feeds Redwine, cutting to the rim, and she scores on the lay-in. Brooklyn Redwine with the bucket. First points for Redwine tonight. 22 seconds to go. Silo gets the ball back. Rebound, Clark. Olivia's going to push it all the way to the other end. Euro step, missed the shot. Rebound inside. Redwine's got it. Now the ball's loose. Into the hands of Coalgate. And that's going to just about do it. Now we got a whistle with 0.1 second left.
They honestly should just, run it out, honestly. What's the point?
Now the inbound, and that's going to do it. Shot's not going to count. You can't get a shot off with that few seconds left. 67-29 is the final. Silo wins it tonight over Coalgate. And the Lady Rebels score a season-high 67 points to come away with victory. Now 12-8 on the year for Silo. So take a look real quickly at the final scoring numbers. Not a whole lot of action, scoring action in the second half for the Lady Rebels after that massive 7 threes in that third quarter. Let's see, adding up the numbers really quick. Michaela Clark was the top scorer tonight, ends up with 16. She had 4 3-pointers. Let's see here. Next on the slate, 11 for Costina Tubby. Kenley Pierce scored 9. Then it was Cash Atwood with 7. Rainey Matheny with 7 off the bench. Riley Pierce ended up with 6. Avery Beecham scored 6. And then 2 apiece for J.C. Webb and Brooklyn Redwine in the contest. So Sila wins it in the girls' action, 67-29. And the boys' action coming up next. It's going to be the Rebels against the Wildcats. As Silo looking to get back to 500 on the season in the boys' outing. So the Silo girls' next action comes up Tuesday. They will host Van Oss. Should be another tough matchup against the Van Oss Wolves coming up on Tuesday night. That's the next action for the Lady Rebels. And if you can't make it out, we'll have it for you right here on SiloRebels.tv. So for my man Asher Ledrick, I'm Kevin Farr signing off for now. Here on the girls' broadcast, we'll be back on in just a few minutes with the boys' action. And you can click on that feed to watch the boys' game as well with the Rebels taking on the Wildcats. So until then, I'm Kevin Farr. Lady Rebels win 67-29.